In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the new areas coming to Hydroneer 2.0 multiplayer. In this new area, we're going to be adding in 2 new dig sites, as well as playing around with some stores in Bridgeport and adding in a really cool underground mine. Now, the world for 2.0 is pretty much almost complete, but that doesn't mean that the 2.0 update is coming anytime soon. There's such a massive amount of work that we have to do. We are literally rebuilding the entire game from scratch, adding in multiplayer and lots of optimizations as well as new features. This means that the update is really big, and I will have some news in the future about the actual release date for that here on YouTube, on Discord, or on Twitter. Anyway, let's get on with it. So the first thing we need to do is make the world into an actual island. Right now, the world kind of just ends at a certain point and has nothing after that, but we want to be turning it into an island. In future updates, this might come in handy if we decide to add in maybe more islands or just a big landmass nearby. First things first, we just got to scrape out all of the foliage in the areas that we want to edit. The process that I take with this is I clear out the space, I then sculpt the landscape, I paint the landscape, and then put all the foliage back in that one area. Now, if you're a subscriber on YouTube, and you should definitely be a subscriber, then you may have seen that I've been streaming for the last few weeks creating these new areas of Hydroneer. These streams are really fun. It's been great talking to you guys while I'm working on some of these new areas. I probably won't be doing any more Hydroneer dev streams for a little while, but be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can see more of those dev streams as they come out in the future. Right, so once we've got all the foliage and landscape finished, we can start working on the new area. And this area is Snow Rune Falls. It's one of the 2 new dig sites coming in 2.0, and I really love this one. I've taken some inspiration from one of the old dig sites that was in an older version of the game where it had snow on top, and this works really nice. As you dig into the snow, it kind of unveils the dirt underneath and then keeps that snowy layer on top. It looks really awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to check out this one dig site. We actually named the dig site on stream as well, which was really fun. Next to the dig site is the 3 waterfalls that you can actually see from the bridge that kind of takes you over to Bridgeport. That big purple lake over there is not actually a big purple lake of radioactive alien matter, but it's actually the new dig site. I've just left in this purple shape so then I know exactly where I'm going to be putting in the dig site. Right now, the pathway leading up to the dig site is a little bit boring, but I'm going to be touching on that later on in the video. So that's the first dig site in the 2.0 update, but what about the other dig site? And this one is completely different to all the other dig sites, and you'll see why. It's called Icehelm, and it's an abandoned city deep underneath the world. It's still not quite finished yet. There's still some more models and some lighting fixes that we need to be doing, but this is going to give you a good idea. So you start by going down a very large elevator till you get to the bottom of the city. As you can see, there's lots of cobwebs, there's lava, there's broken bits of floor everywhere. And we can just ignore this one part right here. The forge isn't quite finished, but you get the idea. Moving on, if you take a right over here, then you start to come towards the store. We can just ignore this bit as well because it's not quite finished. But then next to the store, we've got the stairs. That leads you all the way down into the very lower part of the city. Walking across the dodgy wooden bridge takes you into our mining claim. This is absolutely huge. So I bet you're thinking, well, the truck's not going to fit down an elevator, so how do I get all my goods from one end to the other? Well, we've actually made a transportation system for all your items. All you do is you just drop it in one end, goes through all of these pipes here, and then lands out in your mining claim, and vice versa. This is actually a really interesting dig site as well, because it's our first horizontal dig site. Usually in the game, the deeper you go, the better the resource is, but on this dig site, the further along you go, the better the resources. We're going to be changing up quite a lot of the game mechanics in 2.0, and I'm going to be explaining quite a lot about this in next month's video. So what other map fixes have we got? Well, first off, we've got a few Bridgeport changes as well. I've edited a few of the stores, so it's a lot easier to drive into them, put everything in the back of your truck and buy them, and then drive out. This is just one of the quality of life features that are coming to 2.0. We've got many quality of life features coming in the new update, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about some of these features that I haven't mentioned already in all of those previous videos. Some of the dig sites as well are a little bit smoother now. I've kind of gone in and now the claims are a lot more interesting and easier to drive over. I'm looking at you, Mildews Aquifer. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I got to talk to you this month on YouTube. If you would like to support the development team, please consider leaving a review on Steam. It really doesn't take long to do, and it really does help us out. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you all next month. Ka-chow.